My room, my sanctuary, the place where my day begins. And where it ends. At my desk, I was studying for the criminal psychology program, and just as you may have assumed, I would like to become a police detective one day. Mom's not particularly thrilled. In spite of everything, I've applied to the police academy, and I hope I'll be admitted. My father would have been proud of me if only he could see me. My father's life was shrouded in mystery. Due to his job, he used to be a police inspector. His goodnight stories were no fairy tale, they were real. But in order for them to have, I would have to solve a puzzle my father gave me. I loved that feeling. The feeling when I would solve the puzzle and find out the truth. Because that would mean that the bad guy was punished, the innocent one spared, and I would drift off to sleep, happy because it was me who made it all possible. That's how it all began. I was voraciously going through the pages of the course book, fascinated by the amount of new information about the human nature and behavior that I was able to find there. This is such an interesting section, and applicable in practice too. I already want to try out my newly acquired knowledge. I don't know where all this enthusiasm is coming from. Maybe I've had too many sweets. When you walk in the street, do you ever look and notice the faces of the people going toward you? Do you ever wonder if they're happy or sad? Do others wonder what kind of secrets people hide? I don't have to think about that. I can read the people around me, and I always know how they feel, regardless of their facial expressions. That's also one of the reasons why I decided to follow in my father's footsteps. I think I have a gift for that. That's why I was working so diligently and constantly improving my skill. That was my passion. I was interested in the course book, but the constant blinking of my phone screen kept distracting me that time. Akiko's awake, and now she's gonna bombard me with texts. It's time for a break! Akiko is my best friend and the voice of reason. She doesn't take shit from anybody, and she's always... Many hate her for that, but I just adore her. Her dream is to become a doctor. I know what you're thinking right now. How can such a sharp tongue be sympathetic and kind towards the patients? I'm not sure either, but Akiko in order to control her inner demons. Or at least she'd give it a try. I don't remember the exact moment when I leaned my head against the book and closed my eyes, but obviously, it was enough for me to... That was how I spent the entire night. I opened my eyes and lifted my head from the book. One page remained glued to my cheek, and I accidentally tore it off by lifting my head. I thought about how ridiculous I must have. I took a selfie and went to the mirror to check if there was any text mapped up. Ugh, I look terrible. Akiko would die laughing if she could see me like... I'll save this photo and send it to her, to make her smile next time she feels upset. I picked up the scattered notes from my desk and put them in my backpack. The preparation classes for the entrance exam, I put on my favorite outfit. But the real truth is that it was only after I had received a compliment from Katsumi. Katsumi had always been a good friend of, but I hadn't seen him much since our high school graduation. We were used to texting each other every day. I couldn't spend a day without his text, even if it was just a simple punctuation mark. I hope I'll see Katsumi at the metro station. I caught myself thinking about Katsumi. I had been successfully resisting his charm for quite a while, and that was something not all of the other girls in our school could say for themselves. He was one of the most popular guys in high school. Who would have thought that a gamer and programmer could attract so much attention? But hey, for Katsumi, it was just a piece of cake. My phone then rang and brought me back to reality. Katsumi thought of me. I saw Katsumi's text on the phone screen and it lifted my spirits instantaneously. The signs of tiredness disappeared from my face and were replaced. If only I had been able to see myself back then, everything would have been perfectly clear to me.